So, for the most part, I'm scared. I'm scared because I've done a lot of work. I've done a lot of petitions. I've done a lot of work. I've worked harder than all of these people, probably combined, as far as any kind of physical labor goes. And then on top of it, they're seeming to protect all of these cucks in order to get away with this crime over my life. Trying to keep me within proxy wars, to keep me within proximity, to keep me poisoned up so that I could never get away, to have all of these memories flood my mind back, to be able to explain it for what was happening to me. All the times that I've had to question the contents of their characters, all the times that I've had to actually have reason to protect my life from these very people that would do this to their own brother, their own friend, or even worse yet, their own proxy lovers. People that some people that you think that you should be able to rely on, you should at least be able to rely on, are moral enough to leave you alone when you say, "Leave me alone." And you should be able to call back your autonomy to figure out how to move differently from the very things that you're coming to find out. You shouldn't be lost inside of a covert warfare that's designing your life to legitimately take your life, to murder you by a design. And if they're allowing that to happen within the states and within the legal system, and then utilizing the identity theft and the sabotage as a way to create more sabotage and more ways to abuse you, then these systems are being just as narcissistic as my dad is to get away with rape, as my dad is to get away with poisoning me in the first place, as well as my dad is able to psychologically manipulate both my brothers into the proxy so that they could as well move in a fashion to keep me poisoned, keep me lost in my mind, unable to figure out what to do from there. As what are you supposed to do? Where are you supposed to go? How are you supposed to get help when the very systems that are suggesting to us in school that are if you're in a situation and you need help, you can go to these people for answers and go to these people for help and justice. But what happens when that justice system is flipped in an inversion of what it's supposed to do? Where do you go? So for the most part, I'm just as scared as I was when I was 5 or 7 or 9 or 22 or 34, being left inside of this crime that's been being taken against me. And so I don't know what to do. It's literally left me in sabotage where it just seems to create more avenues of sabotage. So though my mind at certain points was just going 200 miles per hour in 20 different directions, now it's like it's going 20,000 miles per hour in 86 directions for all of these people trying to 86 me in that type of way. Where's the legality when there legitimately is no legal legality behind killing an individual, completely killing their spirit, completely killing their mind, completely killing their grind, killing their life, killing their family life, killing their love life, and anything that you can choose to do as far as even cash pay. They're trying to step in and step in to prevent you in any way. So what are you supposed to do? I've contacted the FBI, contacted IC3, I've contacted identitytheft.gov, I've contacted congressmen and congresswomen, I've contacted people left and right, journals, news outlets, set up petitions, I've set up many funds to hopefully get help within the very situation of being financially wrecked and sabotaged left and right. I don't want to lose my stuff for the fifth time, basically being planted inside of a way that's literally dropped me to the ground in tears daily for like 2 years. Because I'm still crying out of my person now as a 5-year old, as a 9-year old, as a 7-year-old, as a 12-year-old, as a 22-year-old. All of these areas in my life where I had been being poisoned up, not able to figure it out until I was 42 and a half, and actually literally put the parts together and the parts and pieces together to discover that crime. How are you supposed to get out of this? I just wish that there was something I could do, G. I wish there was somewhere that I could go. So I don't know where the coordinates of love are, but if you got the coordinates of love and you knew that it was the corner of 35 and 7, I don't know. If you knew where the coordinates of love was for a guy, can you tell me where to go and find love? I need love. I need love. I need your support. I need your aims to actually help me suggest that, like, I don't know, like, that there's love in the world somewhere. Because if there's not, and there's no togetherness in Christ anymore, and or anything of moral, upstanding, ethical reasons, if there isn't that, then just whatever. Just whatever. Fuck the world. Not in a nihilist way, but legitimately, this world is done for. If people can leave me in the kind of duress that I'm actually coming out here to state is happening to me, if you ask me, it's worse than directed energy weapons from the time a person's 22 onward because I've been poisoned. Like, relentlessly since I was a little baby. So, will you love me? Will you support me? Will you share my efforts to others? Will you try and help me grow? I mean, I have a roll of paper. You could write down at the number one savvy ninja like 800 times and cut it up and like put them on bulletin boards or something. Like I literally need somebody's help and I'm like doing everything in my power to get the help that I feel I deserve, and it's just like, where is it? I've worked harder out here than anybody else. I've been through more than a lot of other people have. I think everybody to the levels of this crime against me, it's literally Stockholm syndrome. Like the movie of that Stockholm kid. Except I made it through and I've been barely holding on at times throughout my life, literally set up and sabotaged left and right. They're literally trying to play my life completely out. And I believe that Hollywood would take over my story and make billions of dollars. You know, I deserve this money. You can have my story, fine, but pay me billions. Otherwise, fuck your face. Literally. And anybody else that's out here that wants to pretend like I'm just coming out with a fabrication, that's just part of the crime. That's part of these criminals that are actually able to subdue people's thoughts, plant seeds inside of their minds to suggest to them, like my last boss having a call. And I literally think it was that way. Plant a seed in his mind that suggests to him, regardless if this person's right or wrong, I want to just get rid of him. Because I can't tolerate this, that, and the other that's happening in his life. If I continue to support him, am I going to be putting myself in danger? And nobody thinking like that is going to actually put their lives in danger. So, just this whole world sucks. My whole life has been stolen from me. I don't feel like I've gotten to live a 1% of a 1% of my actual organic life and mind. So if you can do something to help me out here, please do. It's all very scary. Like, seriously, scary. Like, the part that's the most scary is that I just haven't been able to live at all. And I think that even targets who are being, having the directed energy weapons or the V2K and the this and the that, targeting, or they once dated a cop who was just a complete asshole who liked to hold a gun to their own, I've heard stories. Okay? People are being raped and offered into these pedophile industries and sex crimes, and they just get away with it because of their positions of power and fucking being fuckbag Freemasons and bullshit. I don't give a fuck. These people can go fuck their faces. I don't give a fuck. They can fuck off. Every last fucking one of these fucking pathetic ass losers can go fuck themselves. I'm out. I'm just too angry. But the main thing is I'm just really sad. I'm really scared and sad and mad and frustrated and confused. And it's like, dude, where the fuck is life out here? Can someone explain it to me? Where the fuck is actual living?